let's get to building. So guys, welcome to episode 2 of Wrecked Bike Rebuild. That is the wrecked bike, and this is the series where I take a wrecked motorcycle from a website called Dash Hub, and I build it back to being something awesome. First, we get it running. Second, we make it look awesome. And 3, we then give it away to one of the awesome supporters over on Patreon. So if you guys haven't checked out the Patreon page, I recommend you do so. It's a fantastic little community we have going on over there of lots of interaction about what to do on the bike, where to get it done. It is a fantastic little thing. Links in the description. There's 3 reward levels, $1, $3, and $5 per episode. And if you don't want to support it, that's totally cool. All the videos are free anyway. But on the first episode, we kind of looked over the bike to see what was wrong with it to make it salvaged. We found a lot of stuff wrong. Today, we're going to try to get the bike cranked up, but I'm a little worried about the battery. So today's goal is to basically, I really want to get the bike cranked up today. So what I need to do to get the bike cranked up, I need to replace the battery, I need to replace the crankcase cover, I need to replace the oil filter, and then I need to do an oil flush for the entire system. I looked up how to do the battery, and I'm a little worried that all of that will not get done this episode. Now, before I show you what we have to do to get the battery out of the Ducati, I want to use my 2009, same year, model R6, and I want to show you what it takes to get to the battery in an R6. Motorcycle, seat, lift seat, 2 screws underneath, undo screws, lift up, and battery. Now, if you're wondering, Chase, why the hell did you just show us how to get to a battery in an R6? Well, the reason I did that is so we could contrast what I'm about to have to do to get the battery out of the Ducati. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are like me, and when you want to do something, you go online, you're like, how to remove battery out of Ducati. And that's helpful most of the time. But check out what I found. So this is the user manual, basically, for the Ducati Monster. It's the exact year, model, and everything. I just downloaded it. Removal of the battery. So I was sitting here reading through this, and unbolt the 2 retaining bolts, number 9. If you look at number 9, one of those bolts is the one in the bottom of the broken thing. Damn sure is. That is one of the bolts. All right, so since that bolt is bent, I think I'm gonna have to get that out first, then we can try to do the battery part. So I knew I was gonna have to cut that bolt today, so what I did was I went to my local hardware store and I got a couple things that I probably am gonna need. Firstly, you guys have probably already seen episodes of me trying to use a Dremel and doing it incorrectly, so I got metal cutting Dremel head pieces. I needed a little bucket. This is magnetic. It should be able to hold nuts and stuff. A light, just in case I need to see, even though I've got a ton of light in here. So I've got these locking pliers, and I'm gonna try to use these and bend the bolt back before I get to cutting. We'll see how it goes. Oh, so guys, also since I knew I was gonna probably be cutting metal with a Dremel, lots of sparks and stuff fly around, and you guys were telling me the last time I tried to cut stuff with a Dremel, I should get safety glasses. So I got these really awesome safety glasses from this place in Atlanta called Brother Moto. It's this weird, like, cool thing. I don't really know what I would describe their shop as. I'll put a link to them in the description, but check out these safety glasses. They've got the little guards on the end. Safety! Oh yeah! Oh my god, the hammer was amazing. To hell with the locking pliers, although I am glad I got these so now I can use them, but leveraging the hammer and it just bent it right back. Now, I still gotta get it cranked out though. I need Allens. What do you guys think the odds are that the Allen to remove the seat on the R6 is the exact same? Oh, it is. All right, so best case scenario, this just comes out. is so stupid. Oh, nice. So I gotta be honest, I really expected it to be a lot worse than that. I mean, you guys saw that I bought all of the like metal cutting Dremel stuff, so that is really good news. God, look, this screw got messed up. Read everything correctly, the fairing should just pop off. Nope, I was wrong. This plastic piece comes off first. Oh, there's bolts in front of there. Okay, so now this top piece should pop off. And this should come off. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Alright, so we got the gas tank fairings off, relatively painless. So before we go on, the bike keeps wobbling, so I'm going to replace these pull straps with some ratchet straps, and then that way, hopefully the bike won't fall off of the damn lift. Yeah, so that shake is in the actual lift itself, but at least now I know that it is tight down. Didn't want that happening. My ADD, though, really wants these to be red. There is grass all up in here. You know, a lot of you guys commented about what we think happened to the bike, and with all of the grass up in here, like, look at this little retaining wire thing. Like, literally a bug just fell out of it. I'm willing to bet what a lot of you guys said was right, is the bike low-sided into grass, and I bet it hit a rock, and that rock is what tore that hole out, because, like, there's grass all up in there. All right, so supposedly there's a clamp up here that I haven't taken off. I've gotten this guy off, and it's unscrewed and everything, but actually, you know what? That's it right there. There's supposed to be a clamp holding these two wires, and it's not even there. It must have broke off in the crash. Withdraw the hose upwards, leaving it attached to the tank breather and drain hose. I assume that's this guy. So it looks like I'm supposed to take this tube out, and I was trying to follow it down, and that's it right there. And then I wiggled it, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's this little guy. Yeah. And now I should be able to, yep, I can pull that up now. So next up, it looks like we're removing the bolts that are attaching the tank to the frame. I assume that is, where the hell is the bolt? There is not, y'all, the tank was not even bolted to the frame. Woo! All right, so final bolt should be this guy. Alright guys, so I wish I could convey the level of frustration that I currently feel. When I left you guys, I had one bolt left to remove to get the tank up so we could get access to the battery. And it just freely spins. So I'm like, oh, okay, well maybe I can add pressure, maybe there's just like a bolt on the inside that I can't get loose or something. So I tried that for an hour, you know, trying different methods of things, and nothing happened. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. Let me go see what's up. At this point, I'm stupidly frustrated, so I'm like, you know what? Let me just go look it up and figure out what I'm supposed to do, because obviously something's wrong. And this is a big deal because Ducati thought that instead of putting a Allen key at the top and the bottom to like hold the nut while you unscrew it, this just screws straight into the gas. Let me show you. So the bolt we're talking about is that one right there. There's this like rubbery material, a washer, and then a bolt. The bolt that's right here, that's the gas tank. Like, there ain't nothing there. So typically, there would be like an Allen here, and you just like boop on one side, and on the bottom side, you unscrew it, and then it just comes out. Not a big deal. Now, in Europe, that's exactly how it is. There's an Allen at the top, and you put a tool in there, and you can unscrew the bottom part, which makes sense. Here in America, they were like, nah, let's just make the bolt go straight into the gas tank. What? So this is a diagram of the gas tank thing. You can see right here, losing my mind over here, trying to get this thing out. So I'm gonna keep playing with it, and I'm gonna update you. Worst case scenario, I have to get a new tank. I'm gonna take the exhaust off, and that's gonna give me much more space to like do something with this, so maybe that'll help. All right, now I have a little more space. Oh my God, I'm gonna rip. All right, so now I've got a little more space to work with, which actually is slightly helpful. All right, let's see if I can mess around with this a little more. Okay, so I'm not going to let this gas tank issue stop me from getting the gas tank up. I'm going to get all of the tools that I got to cut the original screw off. I'm just gonna cut the head of it off, and that way I can just lift it up. So with doing that, I'll just cut the screw, I'll order another one, so that whenever it comes in, I'll just like install it in the bottom. I've never done this and I don't really know what I'm doing, and we're gonna find out how bad of an idea this is really quickly. I bet I should probably put this thing on. No fire hazards yet, okay. It's definitely cutting, so that's for sure. About to make it into the washer area. No other damage to any other parts of the bike thus far. We're looking good. I think we'll go ahead and continue. Secondary risk assessment. We've made it a good way through the washer. Yeah, we haven't made it all the way through quite yet. Obviously, it's still holding on, okay? We'll go back in. This should be the final bit that we need to get the washer off. There we go. So what I'm gonna try to do now Now that I'm through the washer on this side, rotate the washer so that I can get to it on the other side. There you go. There's one piece of the washer. Come on, washer, you're done now. You just gotta come on out. There you go, give up. Admit that I've beat you this day. Washer out of the way. Now, the bolt, which is a whole nother fun game. Oh, look, that'll go through this little plastic thing. I might not even have to get this little piece of shit out. Look at it. Oh, that worked. Oh, that's awesome. Check it out. Okay, so enough poking and prodding, and now the rubber piece is up through the middle and the gas tank will just come up. Okay, let's get the gas tank up off the bike now. When I was lifting the tank up, I noticed that it's connected there. I'm gonna get that disconnected. Okay. I've got to get something to hold the gas tank up so I can access the battery now. Grabbed a small tripod. I'm gonna try to... Yeah, because that's not sketchy at all. You know what? It doesn't even matter. That, my friends, is the battery. We have a new battery. For the new battery, I talked to my guys at Mountain Motorsports, and they gave me the factory battery that Ducati recommends and puts in their bikes. So let's get this thing in there and see if we can get this bike turned on. Not cranked up. Everybody, I used the word cranked up last episode. I wouldn't crank a bike up with a hole in the engine. Come on, guys. Also, before we put the battery in, a lot of you guys were wondering if the little plug down here, this guy, was plugged in, and they were definitely plugged into the battery. So even more reason why I think the battery was dead. Okay, you're the new one, you're the old one. All right, my friends, we have the brand new battery in. Now, we get to try to turn the bike on. We'll find out how many miles it has on it, because like you get told at Dash Hub how many miles, but like you don't know till you turn it on. This key is a real big deal right now. Come here. Was it worth it? Was all of this stupid shit worth the battery? Oh my God, it's on. Yes! Oh my God, it works! So guys, it looks like we have a total of 6,199 miles on this motorcycle. Yes! The reason I put the trickle charger cables back in is because now with a new battery, I'm gonna now connect it to that trickle charger, and that way this battery will not die. The charger will just constantly keep it on because it's not gonna be running for a minute. So, oh, look at that, can you see that? So if you guys watch episode 1, red light, AC power applied, battery not connected properly. We got a red blinking light. Now we have a freaking red, solid red, which means it's charging. You guys can see right there, red light, steady, battery charging. And guys, on that massive success, I'm gonna call it a massive success because I was extremely frustrated, but on that, I think I'm gonna call it the end of episode 2. I wanted to get to the crankcase cover, but I'm gonna show you something real quick. Successfully, we got the bent screw out, which was a big deal. What we didn't do is take this piece off, and the reason we didn't is because there's a very specific tool to remove this. Of course, like everything, it was supposed to be here yesterday, never came in the mail, should be here today or tomorrow, which is fine. We'll just make that episode 3, getting the crankcase off, and then Hopefully, if everything works out, we'll be able to crank the bike up on the next episode. I don't foresee anything stopping me from doing that. But for now, I am just happy that I can do this. Oh, I'm not gonna get tired of that sound ever. But guys, that's about all I've got for you for episode 2 of Wrecked Bike Rebuild, season 1, the Ducati Monster 1100. If you have a Ducati Monster 1100 2009 model and you don't have a little Allen key area there, be worried. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, especially if you made it to this point in the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. It always helps the channel and the video out. And big shout out to all you Wrecked Bike Rebuild support staff, you guys that are part of my Patreon page. You are the guys that made this happen. If you guys enjoyed this Wrecked Bike Rebuild season, make sure to check out the Patreon page. It is the people that support over there that make this series even possible. So if you want to support the series or get a chance at getting the motorcycle once the series is done, make sure to check it out. There's will be a link in the description and probably one at the top right of the screen around now. Got a fantastic community of people over there. We always do a weekly live stream. We talk about the bike. And we talk about what we're going to do to the bike next. Revzilla is also pitching in some awards for the people over in Patreon, so definitely some stuff you want to check out. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. I will see you on the live stream on Wednesday if you're a supporter, and if not, I will see you next Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, which is when I put videos out. I'm Chaseontwowheels. This is Wrecked Bike Rebuild Season 1, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.